we're going to bring you a special edition of Ice Check. Now, with the uncertainty of the high school hockey season, we are going to have it as a segment here in Sports Nightly over the next few weeks. So you know what that means. The Matts are joining me. Matt Crandall and Matt Melzak are here in studio to talk all things high school hockey. Gentlemen, it's been a different year for everything, and hockey is no exception. Still trying to get games in here in Northwest Ohio.
Yeah, no question about that, Claire. And it's really turned a lot of everything upside down, Matt Crandall. I mean, even right now when you talk about it, there's teams that can't practice or play at the current point.
6 teams right now are off because of COVID till January 11th. You got Northview, Southview, Anthony Wayne, Clay, Whitmer, and Maumee. And we've already had a couple of teams that have had the 2 weeks off if they go in quarantine. So yeah, it has been a different and difficult season for everybody, hockey included.
Let's start with St. Francis. Are they the top team in the Red?
Well, right now in the games that they have played, they're undefeated in the Red. They're on top 2-0 with nice wins, 6-2 over Bowling Green and 6-3 over Northview. So right now they're at the top. They won districts last year. They look very good if you're a St. Francis Knight fan. Now, Cold Turkey tournament time. They had a big tie against St. Ed's, which looked to be maybe the top team in the state, and a big loss to Northview, 6-2. So Northview and St. Francis, you just mentioned them, they've split kind of both lopsided games too, Matt, so I'm not sure where to go, but St. Francis sits on top right now. They've been impressive early here in the season.
So far in the early going, but you look at Northview, they got a lot of depth. And you're talking about a lot of sophomores and really good ones. They got, Seals there, transfers over from Anthony Wayne, part of that group that you just throw in, and all those sophomores. I mean, there's at certain points where it's all sophomores out there on the ice for Northview.
In this Northview team, they split a league title last year with St. John's. So they had a lot of success last year before the district final loss. And they do have some seniors. They got Dougie Carter up front, Griffin Muir up front. These guys can score. Cameron Horvath is not a known commodity in the Northwest Conference. He's a senior. It's his first year there. He's coming off Nick Perilla's 03 team. But you're right, they got that young mix of younger guys in there. You mentioned Seals, we mentioned Nowak, some other young guys. Northview looks good. They're not as senior laden as the team usually is. And they're a lot like St. John's. I think they lost a lot of defense, so they're going to have trouble keeping the puck out of their net. Goaltending can solve a lot of that problem.
You brought up St. John's, Titans. They have the most experienced goaltender in the league, in Will Hawker. He's a senior, one of just 3 on their roster. Very young group there at St. John's as well. We overlooked the fact that the Titans were tied with Northview last year for the Red Division title.
2 league titles in a row. Last year they split it with Northview, won it outright the year before. St. John's, they've been playing great. Hawker, outstanding goalie. A big guy, though, fills up a lot of the net, plays his angles well, so one of the best bodies of the goaltenders out there in the Northwest Conference. And you got some experience up front with Pelock, Perino, Will Lowry. A guy on defense I like a lot is Charlie Anderson, so they're going to lean on Charlie Anderson a lot because they lost Will Bowler, they lost Pollock, they lost some of those senior guys last year that helped Hawker play the way he did. They're going to lean more on Hawker this year, but they still have some guys there that can play the position. There's no doubt about that.
So you look at those 3, usually they're around the top part of the Red Division. Of the other teams, though, when you're talking about Anthony Wayne, you're talking about Perrysburg, you're talking about BG, you're talking about Findlay. Is there a team out of that mix that could jump up and surprise these guys and take the Red?
Anthony Wayne right now 0-0. I haven't even had a chance to look at him yet, so not sure what's going on there. I think BG might be a year away. They're a young club, but they're an exciting club. They've been up and down this year. There's 2 teams I like. Kind of a real hard-working team in Findlay. Right, they play good defense, hard to score on. They got an outstanding player like Ethan Franks who can lead the defense and lead the offense. If they can get the goaltending from the young freshman, Findlay might do something. But a team I like is Perrysburg. They just jumped up to the Red, man, a couple years ago. I've liked what Kevin Fisher's done. They got a guy named Jake Ruby this year, an outstanding player from that 03 Nick Perillo team. He is really going to help that offense there. But you got Chase Nitsky coming back. You got Tay Snyder coming back. He's got his brother, Cody, with him. You got the Hanley brothers. If Sam Yonker can tie things up in net there, Perrysburg could be a team at the end of the season, could bump someone out in the districts and maybe get themselves to the district semis, the district finals even.
It's going to be an interesting red division, that is for sure. Some teams to watch. Boy, Ice Check, it's good to be talking high school hockey, that's for sure.